Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen, aka curlykristenite, and in today's video I'm going to give you guys a bit of a life update just to tell you what's been happening with me, where I've been, and yeah, because there's been a lot of big things happening in my life. Okay, so now where we're at now is like, after receiving the contract for South Korea, I turned it down, I sent it back, and then we continued with our application for China now, because I already had an offer from China, from EF. Like when you have an interview with EF, then you immediately get an offer. So it works kind of the other way around. With South Korea you go for interviews and then you get your offer at the end only, but with EF you get it like at the beginning, then you do your documents, and then if you don't get your documents in time, they can still take the offer away, some conditions. But you have a solid offer before, you know, like you have a job, you know what city you're gonna work in, you know which center you're gonna work in. So it's a lot better, I would say, than the recruitment process for Epic. We had decided to do that, and we were supposed to leave on by the 20th of June. That was going to be our start date in China. So March, April, May we had to like get everything ready, and we started doing that, and we were both at home at this stage. But in that time, I think it was either in March or April that we got pregnant. Okay, so I was not planning it, we were not planning it, we were not expecting it, but we did obviously know that it's a possibility that it happened. So it did happen, and I felt, because we love each other and we are committed to each other, and I wouldn't want to do, you know, anything else other than keep my baby. So we decided to, you know, continue, and just we wanted to continue with the application to go to China, you know, and see how we could work it out, because we were together, so we had each other. I wasn't gonna go by myself over to China and try and raise a baby there. But so I let the company know about my pregnancy, and as soon as I let them know, they called me back, said, you know, you gotta look at the cost of having a baby in China, because it's very expensive, and the salary that we're giving you is not necessarily gonna cover that. It's for one single person, it's not for like a family and stuff like that. So they were like really trying to discourage me already from coming. So then I was like, I had a look at it over the weekend, and I looked at the cost, and I thought, you know, maybe for someone coming from like the UK or the USA, it is very expensive, but it's the same like if you look at South Africa, because you would have to go to private hospitals. Like most people would want to go to private hospitals, and it's the same price and cost that you would pay at private hospitals, like without medical aid. So for me, with South Africa and China being like also developing countries, it was similar like that. So yeah, so it wasn't like discouraging for me. So I was like, I still want to come. And then I didn't hear from them for a week, and then all of a sudden I was like, I had a call with the recruiter, and she explained to me that because I can't complete the full contract, they won't be able to have a position for me, and they don't do shorter contracts. I won't be able to come to China basically, and they took away my offer. They sent me a rejection letter like just right after that call, and at first I was like, okay, if there's nothing you can do, like I understand. But then after I received that rejection letter immediately, I was like, wow, so you're just done with me now? Like, that's that, like you can't complete the contract. So I got very upset, and because what they've done is actually illegal. Like, it's illegal in South Africa, but because we were dealing on an international basis, like I didn't know what the process was for that. Like I didn't know who to contact. Like, how do you go about suing a company that operates in China, is based in another country, and you are in South Africa? Like, yeah, so that's what was difficult for me. But yeah, it was quite not devastating that I couldn't go, but devastating that they did that to me, that they like took that away from me. And I understand, like, it was my own actions also, but still I feel like if it's my choice and we have an agreement already, you can't renege on that just because I'm pregnant now, because I have so much of the year that I can still work, you know. Like I'm working right now, like I could still work until November, so I could have still, like I could have given them like most of this year.